So before this video starts, I just wanted to let you know that I lost the audio to this episode. I don't know where it went. We recorded it, and I think before we recorded the next one, I forgot to hit save. So you're going to hear audio from the camera directly. So if you hear some background noise, that's what it is. The camera picks up all the noise. So, sorry about that, but it should be fixed for the next episodes. I mean, I have the audio for the other one, so it should be good. You're just going to have to, unfortunately, deal with that audio for this one. It shouldn't happen again. I'm trying to stay on top of it now from now on, so yeah. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this episode. Welcome back to Let's Get Tipsy.
I'm Priscilla.
I'm Fernando. This is a podcast where we take a couple of drinks, get a little tipsy because
we can. So Fernando, we went to the state fair last week.
We did.
Don't go to the state fair.
Also, it was Halloween last week. For real time, not podcast time.
Yeah. We have like a month ahead. By the time Halloween started, like in real life, we were already checked out.
Yeah.
We had done all the Halloween episodes because I would like to say we're big fans of Tara Yummy and Jake Weber, and they posted. They posted a video wearing the exact costumes we were wearing, but thing is, we're nobodies.
Right.
And they're somebody. And we're like, oh, now it's gonna look like we copy them.
Yeah.
But it was recorded like 2 weeks prior. So like at that point we were like, what can we do?
Yeah.
Things happen, I guess.
Yeah, I was also like, I guess you can make the comparison, but who's gonna notice it?
Right, like of all things. Anyway.
Yeah, we went to the state fair last weekend. It was stressful to say the least, but it was fun. There was a lot of people.
I had to jump over a kid in a stroller.
Literally, I've been describing it to people. It felt like a concert where you were literally like side to side by everyone, like hitting shoulders and everything.
It was insane.
It was a lot, but it was fun. I had fun.
Next year I'm going on a random Tuesday, but that's just how we're gonna do it.
We learned from our mistakes and now we know.
Luckily we didn't drive, so that's great.
Yeah.
but
today
we're gonna continue on Attack on Titan.
Yes, season 4, and we're actually gonna break it up a little bit because season 4 had too much. I already thought season 3 and 2 had a lot. Season 4 has a lot more.
But luckily, the show creators or whatever broke it for us.
Yeah, so
we're gonna be covering part 1 today.
Part 1 of season 4.
Correct. And there's a lot to unpack here.
There is.
Me and Fernando had to watch like a 30-minute recap video right before starting the episode, and we still don't know what's going on. So
yeah, we're a little like, okay, we know what's going on, kind of.
You know that thing where like you need to describe it to like a primary schooler, and then that's how you know the topic. I cannot describe it to Fernando.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know it, but we're gonna try our best.
Yes.
The intent is there, okay?
Right.
Okay, so we start off. Well, let's do it by chronological order.
Okay.
Okay, so after they go out and see the sea, that was their initial goal. That's how you think the show is gonna end. Like, that's a happy ending. However, then we learn that there's a whole world out there, and the world is tragic, and a lot of things happen, and it gets really dark, and it gets really political and very diplomatic, and it's just a new introduction. Because in the beginning you're like, oh, these big monsters eat people? Cool, got the content.
Got it.
And then you start to realize, oh, Civil War, okay, that's fine.
That's fine.
So let's go back to the beginning. So they see the sea, and Aaron is on his little emo thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, there's a world out there, blah, 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 blah. You think we can find peace? And everybody's like, Aaron, why are you tripping? We're just found the sea. Like, be happy, man.
Right. Like, enjoy this. Like, why are you trying to move so quick already?
But he doesn't want to enjoy it. So last season, we also found out that Marley was a thing. Well, first episode of Let's Get Tipsy, we found out that Marley was a thing.
Yeah, that's also true, yeah.
They find out that Marley's a thing, and now we have to deal with the rest of the world. So our main characters, they know that Marley's out there now that the basement was discovered. And we have a time skip actually, but it's a 4-year time skip, and before the 4 years come along, before the series actually starts from season 4 current time, we get shown what was happening in the island before everything starts, before everything goes down per se. The Marleyans are still sending prisoner ships. They're still sending people to turn titans and become mindless titans and whatsoever. But instead of just being successful like they usually were, now we have Armin and Eren actually stopping the boats, capturing the people inside, taking them into Paradise. Paradise is Eldia, by the way. And they're learning how behind they are in the world, technology-wise. They're still riding horses.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the rest of the world has cars.
Literally cars, flying blimps.
Exactly. So they're having to work that through, and while doing that, they're explaining the situation to these prisoners, and some are turning over to their side because, mind you, most of these prisoners are Eldians.
Yeah.
But most of them still believe that Eldians are bad, even if you're an Eldian yourself. So they're not really getting anywhere with that. Until we have Yelena and Jakopon. And mind you, I might be saying that wrong, that's on me. But they show up, and turns out they were buddies with Zeke.
Yeah, they actually were. And well, jumping ahead here, Zeke had a whole plan this whole time, and they were working with him to get that plan to go through.
That's what they came to say. Do you know that?
Not quite, because that's when it ended.
Got it.
So, but yeah, they were working with him. So whenever they did pull up, and I think they were it was Han. This is the part that I do know. It was Hanj like interrogating them. He's like, she was like, oh, which one of y'all wants to talk? Like, talk with us, have some tea.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when them two were like, we'll have some tea, we'll talk.
And obviously, they did yap their yap. Okay, so their actual plan, they had been in contact with Zeke, and they brought Zeke's plan back into the island. So Yelena and Jakopon, they come in, once again, could be saying the name wrong, but they explain their plan, well, Zeke's plan,
Yeah.
to Hanj and other military officials. And they explain how Zeke's plan is to sterilize the entire, like, Eldian community. They
Right.
want them to stop having kids. That way, it's a peaceful way to avoid war. And they will no longer have children, so their bloodline wouldn't keep going. So the world shouldn't be scared of them anymore, and Eldians would go out peacefully.
Yeah, that's what his whole thing was too. It was like so they could like die peacefully.
And at first, they're like, ooh, that's weird. Like, why is Zeke? Zeke is still an enemy to us.
Right, because I think what was it? Not the royals, but the governors.
Oh, the military police.
Yeah, they were like, why are we gonna trust him? He's
Yes.
the Beast Titan that literally just assassinated a lot of them. So like, why would they trust him?
Correct. And in the meantime, like I said, they're bringing in so many people. One of these people, I just like to bring him up because I like him. We have Sasha's boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah, Sasha's boyfriend. I don't care remember his name right now, but
Nico?
Nico!
Yeah.
Nicolo.
That
He is dope as F. Anyway, so this whole plan is happening, and slowly over time they're trying to like be like, oh, okay, I guess it could be real. And Eren is actually the one to push forward with this. However, the plan encompasses doing a small rumbling. Rumbling is letting the Titans from the walls out to do a little like mass destruction into the world.
Right.
So that way the world can be scared of them,
And they wouldn't. They'd had time to
like recuperate.
Right.
And in the meantime, they wanted to keep the founding Titan and a Titan of royal blood. So their plan was to get Historia, who is of royal blood, to eat Zeke.
Yeah, so she can
Inherit.
that Titan.
And we would have someone else take over the attack Titan and the founding Titan, which Eren has currently. However, Historia is currently pregnant, so they don't really know what's going to happen with her kid. that were to happen. So they're actually like, wait, let's wait a minute.
Yeah.
And so that's the basis of the plan. And then moving forward, they just try to continue technologically in their own little island. However, at some point, Hanj and I'm just gonna say military officials because I'm not sure, but they agree that they should scope out Marley. And now they have boats.
Oh yeah.
Now they can move, and they should scope out Marley like undetected, undercover. So they go into Marley, and we have all these cute little scenes. However, foreshadowing. Aaron sees a woman in the street when they first get there.
Oh really?
A woman with her baby. No, a pregnant woman. Sorry. And he's like, oof. Anyway. Fernando likes spoilers, okay? It's fine. They start to get along with, like, well, they start to meet Marleyan people. At some point, oh, this is getting too far ahead. But they just become accustomed. However, Aaron stays behind. Aaron actually pretends to be a veteran of the war, and he's staring at a hospital or an asylum with his leg chopped off, and he pretends that he doesn't have an eye, and he's just going through it. And then he meets a little boy,
Falco.
And Falco listens to his story, and Falco is a sweetheart. I love Falco.
He really is, because I mean, the beginning of season 4, it kind of starts off with him, and since the beginning, I was like,
He's cute.
he seems innocent. He seems like he wants. I don't know.
It's the innocence.
Yeah, I think it's the innocence because he really just wants the best for everyone.
Yeah.
And you can see it from the beginning. So he comes up to what we know as Aaron, but
Yeah. But his stage name is Kruger.
yeah, Kruger.
Which I don't know if you remember. But Aaron Kruger was the person that his daddy.
Oh, I didn't put those two together.
Yeah. He stole that name.
Wow.
In the meantime, Aaron is sending letters back home, and on the recap we're gonna give. In the recap, we saw the assumption, because I was wondering when I was looking at this, I was like, how is Aaron mailing stuff back home? Like, I don't think that Eldia has a UPS system, but
Yeah, because Eldia is not advanced at all, so like, how are they even getting it?
exactly. Little recap we watched. The person assumed that he probably sent it to a trusted party, and that trusted party is actually Kiyomi Asumabito. And I read that in Hispanic accent. That's my life. They're from Hizuru, which actually they're also a party that enters during this flashback scene. The Hizuru, they come into Eldia in hopes of like building an alliance. And
Yeah.
also Paradise has the source that they want.
Right.
Don't question me on the source, but trust me on that. But it's gonna make them a lot of money. So they get in talks with Zeke. And through that, they also go back to Eldia and they speak with Levi, Aaron, or lovable main characters. And basically, they talk to them and they go Mikasa and they're like, actually, you're a descendant from us. Happy birthday. And they tell her that the Ackermans are actually super OP. Stupid OP. Too OP.
That makes sense now.
No, yeah, because literally, they have out of human abilities.
Oh.
Yes, like they cannot turn into Titans, and they cannot be controlled by the Founding Titan.
Oh, right, yeah.
But they're just super strong and super reluctant, and they're built to follow the Founding Titan. And that's why Mikasa has a mark on her arm. Which, by the way, before watching season 4, I had never noticed this mark.
Yeah, I know it got mentioned that she had a mark, but I was like, what mark? Where did she have a mark?
Exactly. And we move on from that. Basically, they're just a other country that they trust, and it's assumed that the letters are being sent to them, and they are like giving the correspondence to whomever is relevant to.
Because also, I mean, if they were to track it back and it said like Paradise, they would be like, what the hell?
Yeah, like
Who's contacting them? But yeah, Falco is the one that's delivering all these letters this whole time. His
Yeah.
innocent self didn't know what was going on. He was just doing a favor, and
Because Aaron gave him a sob story. Aaron was like, I was hurt in war. I'm trying to contact my family. And poor little Falco was like, oh, this decrepit old man needs help. But really,
which
it's Aaron.
just shows the innocence that he has. Like,
I'm gonna skip a little bit. We might come back to it. But the letters that Aaron was sending back to his friends were basically letters saying, hey guys, I'm gonna F shit up. Hope y'all show up.
he's like, if y'all want to show up, y'all can, but I'm going through with this plan.
Exactly, and his plan is ridiculous. We can talk about his plan in a little bit, but we can go ahead and start where the show starts. Where season 4 starts, sorry.
So yeah, so season 4 starts with Falco and Gabby, and there was
It was Sophia and another little kid.
yeah, there was another little kid as well, but they're basically in the trenches, like at a war.
Literally.
And there's this like armored train that has like, I don't know what kind of gun it has, but it's very powerful and it's like shooting at them.
And it's for Titans, like anti-Titan.
Yeah, it's anti-Titans, and their whole thing was try to like ruin its path, kind of.
I just want to say that if it's your first time watching Attack on Titan, this seems like an entirely different anime.
It does, yes, because first of all, when I started watching season 4, I was like, okay, like, did we jump back in time? Like, what time frame are we on? I even asked Pri, I was like, Pri, is this like, because Falco low-key looks like a little version of Rainer.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole time when it started, I was like, wait, is this like a throwback? I was like, is that other little kid a Bertoad?
No,
but no,
he does look like it.
That's why I was like, oh, are we like back in time? Nope, turns out it's just, what is it, 4 years into the future?
Yes.
So.
I read this in a little sketchy, this is not secure, Apple, like, it was very sketchy manga online that I found. So imagine me pulling up and now locked in to where season 4 started. And I just see these random characters and I start reading and I'm like, this cannot be the same manga.
I can't even imagine reading that and being like, wait.
It just made me so much more excited for the anime, to be completely honest with you.
But yeah, we started, so they're in the trenches. And their whole thing is like, okay, we need to take this train down.
Mm-hmm.
So they're coming up with a plan where they're all gonna attack the train and try to derail it. But Gabby, a little girl, I don't know how old she is.
I don't care, I hate her. I hate her so much.
Gabby's like, wait, like, let me do it. Because she was like, I can go in and like sneakily do it. So
It's gotta be 12, right? At least.
Probably. I think so. I think that's
13.
a fair guess.
Oh, maybe like 14, like Eren and Mikasa were in the beginning of the anime.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, because they are part of like the army.
Yeah.
But I don't know what age they are. Anyways, she comes up with the idea. She's like, please, like, trust me, like, I can do this. But the I don't know who they were with. Like, higher up with them was like, no, we can't lose your skill. Like, we can't lose you. But she was like, trust me, I've thought about this enough. Like, I know how to do it. Her plan was to like derail the train by herself. So she takes off all her gear and she's going towards the enemy team, but like limping as if she's hurt. And they're like, it was 2 guys specifically in this scene that are like shooter, like shoot her
One
down.
was like shooter, the other was like, bro, she's a kid, what?
Yeah, the other guy's like, but it's a little kid. What harm could she do? I forgot at what point. I don't know if she started running or what. Do you remember exactly what happened?
Oh, she was carrying something behind her. It was the bombs.
In her, like, tied up to her foot.
Oh yeah, correct. And then at some point she like limped forward and acted like she fell.
Yeah.
So she could untie the bombs from her ankle.
Meanwhile, the other 2 are still, like, arguing if to shoot her down. And that's when I think the train is coming by, and she throws the bomb and derails the train.
Mm-hmm. And they freak out. They're like, I told you to do it.
Yeah, but everything starts going down. That's when everyone else starts attacking.
After that, they see that that's successful, and then planes come overhead.
Yeah, it's like literal planes, and there's people dropping, and then we see that Zeke is part of that plane. And the people are dropping. As they're dropping, Zeke screams out.
Rah!
And all the people that just dropped turned into Titans. And they start attacking the enemy team. Which is this the people that were like formed an alliance to go against Martha?
No, these are criminals. These are mindless people. Rainer pops up with the Titans that are going down.
Like, he dropped with them?
Yeah, because as Zeke goes raw, Rainer pulls up and he's like, I'm gonna take down all these anti-Titan cannons. However, he starts to get hit by stronger cannons than he expected.
Yeah, because when when the people had dropped down and turned into Titans, they started like dropping them like flies, low-key, because like they were shooting at them and literally like knocking one down with one shot, which was rare to see because that's not common. And then Rainer pulls up and he turns into the armor Titan, and he's like gonna run towards them, and they shoot him and his little arm like comes off.
And thing is, now we're realizing that technology got farther along than the Titans.
Yeah. Okay. So after that goes down, that's doesn't the Jaw Titan also show up?
Yeah, the Jaw Titan does show up. He shows up and tries to wreak havoc as well.
Yeah.
So we're taking down the cannons and everything, and Gabby's super proud of herself. She's like, I did it!
Yeah. Which, I mean, like, low-key she did, but...
Yeah, good for her.
Good for her, I guess.
Then they're successful after that battle, and that ends the 4-year war that Marley had with that other nation. And they go back home, and Gabby's super happy because she's like, I'm gonna be the next Beast Titan. Blah da da da.
Yeah, because they were also, I mean, in their... I guess the Marlenes were also looking for a new... They were looking for a new candidate to inherit the,
Beast Titan.
Beast Titan.
No, armored. Armored.
Oh yeah, the armored. Yeah, because they were fighting about it the whole time. I can't remember where it comes into play, but at some point, Rainer has a conversation with Falco because Gabby's like top of their squad, low-key. And
she's a smart little girl. And as annoying as she is, she's smart, but I still hate her.
I grew to hate her too for a certain reason, but we'll get to it. So yeah, their whole thing is they're trying to find the next contestant to inherit the armored Titan, and it's Rainer is talking to Falco, and it's pretty much telling him like, hey, if you don't want anything bad to happen to Gabby, you need to step it up. Because
Rainer is Gabby's custom, and Falco he has a crush. Loki, he has a crush on Gabby.
That's what it is.
But he's like, well, I don't want her to become the armor Titan, so Rainer's like, then lock in. What do you mean?
Yeah, because Gabby right now is top of their class, and she's the one that's
gonna inherit.
That's what everyone thinks, that she's gonna inherit the Titan just because she's top of her class. She's like the best out of all of them. But yeah, Rainer's telling him like, Falco, if you don't want that to happen, then you need to surpass her and pretty much like become the best of the best.
Exactly. And
because right now Falco is like seemingly the least.
He's trying, man. He's trying real hard.
We love Falco, but like he's at the bottom of their whole
squad per se.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, also in a little like side quest, but not quite. Then we have Aaron still trying to influence Falco, being like, oh, I'm a victim of war, but I know this one guy. You might know him too. His name is Rainer.
He's an old friend.
He's an old friend, and I just want to say hi to him on this very important day on this random sketchy basement. Falco's not the brightest here, honestly.
He's not. He's like, yeah, let me go get him for you.
Yeah. So Aaron sets up a meeting between himself and Rainer, with Falco as the catalyst of everything. So Aaron tells Falco to lure Rainer into a basement, and meanwhile, this event is taking place while he's trying to make the event take place. There's another event taking place right above them.
Right.
And this event is the Typer family holding an assembly with every important person in the world.
Yeah, because they're basically coming into an alliance that they're going to defeat the...
Purdy's.
it's literally rulers from all around the world coming to this event of sorts.
Yeah, they want to take over Paradise because they realize they're a threat. And however, the Tiber family is Eldians. It's made of Eldians, but they are self-hatred Eldians, so they want to take down their own people. And we have him scream out and yap, and then cut back to the basement where Reiner pulls up with Falco. And he immediately...
It's creepy basement.
This creepy basement. He immediately sees Eren, obviously recognizing his old little comrade. And Eren is literally sitting here like with a slash across his hand being like, hi Reiner. Hi Reiner. Just look at this cut in my hand. Sit down. Because
he's like, don't try anything because like the cut is there.
So he could just form into the Titan anytime now.
Literally.
And Reiner's like, oh, Falco, how'd you meet this friend? And Falco's like, what do you mean, Mr. Kruger? Yap, yap, yap. Like, he's my bestie. Like, he's just... He said he was your war comrade. And Reiner's like, sure he was. He definitely was a war comrade. And then I think Eren starts yapping about how everybody's feeble and all, how he's been wronged.
Yeah, he starts asking Reiner like why did my mom have to die that day? Like why did my mom get eaten? Meanwhile, Falco's hearing all of this and he's like, what?
Wait,
he was
wait,
like,
guys.
I thought you were friends.
He's catching on a little
yeah.
bit though. And on the above them, the thing is about Eren, he threw down once war was declared. He waited for war to be declared for him to be like, alright, let's go. Because upstairs we have the Tiber family being like, oh, these Eldian devils, we have to take them out. Yap, yap, yap. And he's like, here today, we declare war on Paradise Island. And then Eren is like, it's my time to shine. Reiner transforms partially into a Titan to protect Falco.
Yeah, because Eren literally transforms into a Titan in this random basement, which I think they're literally underneath like some apartment buildings because there's people upstairs. Because they know like as soon as he becomes a Titan, he's gonna like.
But it looks super dope because he goes, rah! Like.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then Reiner, like she said, turns partially into a Titan, but just to protect Falco. Because foreshadowing, he doesn't really fight. He's just like in his Titan form to protect Falco.
Yes, correct. Meanwhile, the Tiber family, they were kind of, I don't know if they were expecting that. I don't think they were, honestly.
I think they were. Yeah, because we get a glimpse into I forgot who he told that one of his people had inherited the
the Warhammer, yeah.
Warhammer Titan. And then
we're led to believe that it's Willie Tiber.
Oh. Yeah, because it pans to the room and he's like, one of these in here is the Warhammer Titan, can you guess who it is? And it pans to all his family. And low-key, I was like, that one looks suspicious, but like, I don't know.
My dumbass was like, I bet it's the maid.
Mine too. And it was.
Was it? I thought it was, no, that's a sister.
But it was the lady in the black.
Oh, was it?
And that it seemed like the maid.
Oh.
I don't know.
We were right. We're so smart.
But yes, he knew that they were there because he knew they were already like
infiltrated
them. Because before he leaves to the event, he like kisses his wife goodbye, and he pretty much knows that he's not gonna make it out of there.
Ooh.
Because he's like, they're gonna think that I have the Warhammer Titan.
I watched this in like 2022, okay? Okay, give me a break.
Yeah,
maybe 2020.
He tells them like there's no way he makes it out alive because they're gonna think he has a Warhammer Titan, so they're gonna come after him first.
And Eren sure does.
And he does.
He immediately goes down to bite Willie Tiber, and then he doesn't turn to a Warhammer Titan. So he's like, well darn, I gotta eat the whole family then.
And then he starts going through everyone in the crowd. I think he
all the military officials.
All the military officials. So he takes out the military, which actually that was part of their plan.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
which good for him. Take him out.
But then
we actually have the Warhammer, the real Warhammer Titan, start to like pop up right beside Eren, and Eren, the badass that he is, he doesn't even let homegirl transform.
yeah, he starts going after her because even before before she transformed, she gives out her own little speech. She was like, you did good. She was like
Aww.
talking about the
her brother.
She was like, you fought your war, and then she starts transforming. Eren jumps onto her, like starts.
This like homegirl doesn't even get to fully like operate.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, what pat?
And starts hitting her, but like nothing is working.
Yeah, like maybe her real body is somewhere else.
Right. And then she fully transformed into the Warhammer Titan. I don't know where this random spike comes through and it like pierces.
Oh, that's her ability.
Eren.
She can just make blunt, like armored and blunt weapons to affect everybody else. Cause she's at the moment she's underground.
Yeah.
She's crystallizes in the same way that Annie crystallized herself back in season 1.
Yeah. So he's like hitting her and like punching her and nothing is working.
And then the jaw comes out, no?
Yeah, the jaw comes out because Mikasa put up.
Oh no, we're gonna talk about this one because like we have our original crew coming out and they're coming out guns blazing and with their new uniforms. You can't see them.
Yeah, their new uniforms, they look so badass.
You cannot see them in the dark. And here we have like one of my favorite scenes where the Jaw Titan, I think it was Colt or it was some other person, I don't know. He goes, wait, I'm a Titan and they're not scared of me?
Yeah.
Like, bro, you think they're scared of you? They think no, millions of you. Come on now. But it is so sick how they start going.
Yeah.
And like Eren was just kind of hoping and praying that they showed up.
Yeah, because at this point, Eren's knocked down to the ground from the Warhammer Titan. And then Mikasa pulls up out of nowhere. And he's like, Mikasa! And then she starts, what are the,
ODM gear?
No,
The spears, the thunder spears.
Thunder Spears. They start slamming them against the Warhammer Titan, which releases Eren for a little bit. And Mikasa starts attacking the Warhammer Titan. That just proves how badass she is.
In the meantime, I think Levi's trying to get Zeke, no?
Yeah.
And also Peek and Porco? Peek and Porco? No, because Porco is the jaw. Porco is the jaw. Yeah, because Colt was in line to be the beast. Porco is the jaw. And Porco and Peek. I might be getting Porco and the other one, Colt, confused, but who knows? I don't know. But him and Peek get captured by undercover soldiers. They lead them into a little cabin. But that's not really important. They're just delayed.
Yeah, they're delayed for a second because, yeah, they were led by, what was that lady's name?
Anyakapon's friend.
Yeah.
Which is wild that I can remember Anyakapon, but I can't remember her name. And that's wild.
They were led into...
Yelena!
Oh, Yelena, yeah! They were led into this random cabin where Yelena drops them down into, it seems like an empty well, low-key.
Yeah.
But before that happened, Peek had hugged one of the guys that was the group that was there. But when she hugged them, he pretty much tell him, hey, this person's us, follow us.
Which is so smart of her.
Yeah.
Also, Peek is mommy, not gonna lie. But that's just a side comment of Priscila.
But I knew as soon as she hugged them, she's like, oh no, something's going down.
Really?
I knew because
I was just delusional. I was like, damn, I wonder what's happening right now.
Because the way that she just they were being like taken to the cabin, and then she randomly goes like, oh, I need to say hi to them, like I need to say, and she goes and lunges at them. I'm like, Peek, you know something.
See, the thing is, I watch things with just a happy mindset. I'm just like, wow.
No, I'm like looking into the details. I'm like, what is she doing right now?
No, in the meantime, we also have Gabby and Falco like losing their best friends.
Yeah, because as Eren has, when Eren was making
wrecking havoc.
Yeah, he pretty much like started throwing. I don't know what it was.
Boulders started flying.
Zophie like got hit by one of the boulders.
She was smashed. She was dead. There was not coming back.
There wasn't. She was like literally instantly crushed.
Their guy friend got like plummeted by a crowd of people. He was stepped on, ambushed.
Yeah, he got ambushed because he was trying to get the rock, which I don't know how he was gonna move that boulder.
He was just delusional.
And he was trying to get it off of her, and he got ambushed by the people.
Yeah,
running.
But he was still alive.
For a second, because like the people were running, and I think Gabby was, when they pulled up to the hospital, they were like, people were running over him. His skull like literally broke. Like,
ooh, yeah, no, there's no coming back.
But
like, the hospital told him, "Dang, sucks to suck."
He's like,
anyway.
He's like, you think just because I think they pulled up with a military official or something, and then he was like, you think you just have authority because you're higher up? I'm like, oh.
Everybody else is going through it. You just have to accept your friend dying. Sorry. And Gabby gets angry.
Yeah.
And then she does something I'm not happy about. Reason, I don't care. There is no gray area. To me, it's black and white. I hate Gabby. I don't care. I'm so sorry.
It makes sense why she got upset, but also like, oh, you should have thought about it beforehand. So she instantly grabs the shotgun and she's like, I'm gonna take them down myself.
Like, I mean, I get it because she ended a war, I guess.
She did, but
that's a little too much confidence.
She has no kind of special gear. Like, how does she expect to like get them?
But also, I feel like we don't harp enough on how cool our scouts are.
Oh, they are.
Our scouts are being badasses.
Literally taking out multiple of the well, not multiple.
Military.
Yeah, they were taking down a lot of the military, and
Aaron is still fighting the Warhammer.
Yeah, Aaron is still trying to fight the Warhammer.
So Aaron literally, he realizes, he's like, since the body's not there, let me follow the cord.
I don't even know how he came up with that.
I can't remember, to be completely honest with you, but he pulls out a cord that had crystal on it.
Yeah.
And she's crystallized like Annie was, and he's like, darn, I can't break this, but you know what can?
Because he realized that because the jaw titan is like coming at him. And he put the crystallized, because the crystal is very strong, so he put it up as kind of like to protect him. And when he scratched it, he realized that he like kind of like got through it.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, and then he
used the jaw.
He's like, wait a minute, he can break through it.
So he grabs the jaw titan and nutcracker style.
Literally.
He grabs him and puts a crystal in his mouth and just forces him to chomp down. And he just like absorbing the liquid. Like, we're talking like drunk guy at a frat party taking like a little beer. Like, he's shotgunning this woman.
Lit. I didn't think about it like that.
I just can't thought about it. But he goes wild with it. Now, well, the Tiber family's dead.
Yeah, the whole Tiber family is dead. Like, whoops.
But now he has the Warhammer, and then we cut to Levi.
And, in between all of this, Levi is taking down the Beast Titan because Levi's the only one that can really take him down. So we cut to Gabby running towards the Titans. And then Falco chasing after her because he's like, what are you gonna do? You can't do it. Running behind her. And then the Beast Titan falls down after Levi hit him with, I think it was one of the Thunder Spears. He sees them, and I don't know, that scene was kind of cool because they were just running. I think it was like a military official stopped them from running towards the Beast Titan.
Yeah.
He was like, what are y'all doing? Y'all can't. You're holding back Gabby and Falco. And the Beast Titan falls in front of them. Levi comes up and he just does stabs the Beast Titan, and
Levi's such a baddie.
I guess it was one of the spears. I don't know. Or he had a grenade.
It was an explosion.
Because it was an explosion, but I can't remember. But I think it might have been like a grenade or something, and it is like an explosion on the back of Beast Titan's neck. Which that's where they normally lie, so presumably he's dead.
Yeah, presumably.
In the eyes of them. He killed him.
So, meanwhile, they don't have time to talk. They're in the middle of, an attack. So, they're trying to retreat now. Aaron has the Warhammer.
Yeah.
Levi has Zeke. So, alright, let's pack up and go. Zoom, zoom. So, they're all trying to, Was it a ladder or were they just ODMing back into the blimp?
I think they were ODMing.
But, however, someone is a little too slow, so Gabby actually manages to, like, grab onto them.
Yeah, because they all go up into this blimp. And there was one guy, I forgot his name. But he was, like, keeping guard, and he was waiting for the rest of the team to come up. And then the rest of the team came up, but he was still keeping guard that nobody tried to latch on or come on. So he was still like holding on down lower. And then Gabby is still mad. She's like, I need to get my revenge. Girl, what are you gonna do?
Sit down.
Sit down. She runs and she realizes that this guy is attached to him, to the blimp. And she goes and shoots him.
And then they hold on to his dead body. And Falco over here being annoying as fuck. They're both annoying, honestly. Like, what business does he have? Like, if Gabby is on a suicide mission, why does he need to follow her?
Because he has a crush on her, I guess.
I would not do that for any crush, man. At some point, I just sit there and be like, I don't think this is very smart.
Yeah, I don't know if we're in the right path here.
But
little do they know.
So, obviously, Gabby gets pulled up because the ODM gear was already going.
Yeah, she realizes that the little, I don't know what kind of contraption it is, like a little gun, like a...
It attaches itself and pulls forward.
Yeah, she's like, this button must pull forward. So she goes to push it, and then that's when Falco, like... Because he has a little flashback of when Rainer told him, like...
Oh, catch up.
Yeah, catch up. You need to surpass her. Oh, also... Rainer did pull up at one point. Because they were in a house and they were yelling out for Rainer. They were like, it was both Gabby. Oh yeah, because they were hiding from him. Yeah, they were hiding from, I guess, Aaron. Rainer pulled up because while the little war was going down, they were hiding in.
Not the little war. Everybody's dying.
Little war. We also haven't talked about Armin.
This season is so packed that we've been like actually working for 3 hours trying to get our thoughts in one place. So
literally, just to get our thoughts together. Cause
where's Armin?
Armin's in the beach.
No, he's in at the docks.
At the docks.
Armin's at the docks doing this little nuclear thing, turn into the Colossal Titan so he can take down all the boats.
Yeah, cause the scene was pretty cool though. While they were having a whole war, while they had a whole war going down, Armin is at the docks in a little fishing boat, and the scene was pretty cool. It was like I don't know if they were trying to flee or people were coming in, and
I think they would come up.
I don't know, and they were like, "What's this fish boat doing here? Like, get out of the way! Does he not know what's going down?" And then Armin takes off his hood.
Ooh, that's cold.
And the nuke goes down, wipes everything out.
That is so sick. I love my original crew, man. I'm sorry.
I do too.
I am pro end of the world. I don't care.
Look, I see their vision and I support it. And y'all need to do what y'all need to do. This whole time, Gabby and Falco and one of the military guys were hiding in a building, and they were like, well, what do we do now? Like, everyone's dead. Like, what do we do? And they were like, oh, Rainer, we need to yell out for Rainer. Like, and at the top of their lungs, Gabby yells out, Rainer, we need you, Rainer.
She's annoying in everything.
Falco also started yelling like for Rainer, and Rainer, like, he
wakes up and he's like, dang, I guess they need me.
Well, Rainer, like, in his thoughts, he's like, shut up. he's like, stop calling for me, stop calling.
Because he should.
In his mindset now, he's like over it, low key. He's like,
he's so over it.
He's like, I don't want to fight anymore. Like, just take me out at this point. And I don't know. He kind of like comes back to life. He's like, actually, wait.
Oh, but he comes out half armored, right now.
Yeah, because it looks like he's not fully armored. And then Aaron easily takes him down, like with like a punch or two. And he's pretty much knocked to the ground, and then that's when they start running away. They were all running, and then now is when we get this scene where Gabby finds the ODM gear that is attached to the blimp, and she pulls herself to the blimp, and then Falco's like, wait, I can't let this go down. Like, Rainer told me that I needed to surpass her. So he latches onto her, and he's like, you're not going to live. So they pull up to the blimp.
And Gabby, with her little shotgun, takes out one of the best characters of this show.
Because she was like, I gotta avenge them, even if this is the last thing I do.
It should have been the last thing she done.
It should have, because like, why did she have to do that? She pulls up, shotgun in hand, shoots Sasha.
Best girl Sasha, dude. What in the world? At least like, and
it could have been one of the side characters that was there. It could have been
Flock.
one of the other people.
Flock. I hate Flock too. Was it Sasha?
She took out Sasha out of everyone there.
Sasha's laying there and everybody's worried, and the last words of Sasha are meat. And there goes one of the best characters. And meanwhile, I don't know if I mentioned, Aaron is in the back locked up. Because they were like, hey man, that was out of pocket. You did a little too much on that one.
They literally, I think, tell him every time that we have to come save you, we lose our people. Like, we lose some of our people.
Stop, because no, I saw this recently. It was like, oh, they told him that Sasha died because of you.
Yeah.
And her last words were meat, and he chuckled in the same way that in season 1 she had just whispered meat, and he chuckled in that same way.
Oh.
I was like, oh my gosh. That's Chris Sasha.
Because yeah, the two little kids, Gabby and Falco, like
F them kids.
they get captured by the people, obviously, because she has a shotgun. She's killing them, and then she's like, let me.
And she
go.
just kills one of their best friends. So
yeah, and
Right
she's
on.
like, lead me to the people that. She was like, tell the people that are leading this that. I forgot exactly what she says, but pretty much along the lines of like this is wrong or whatever. And I forgot who has her. I don't know if it's like John. John is like telling her, like, actually you can tell him yourself. And he drags her to where Aaron and Zeke are at.
wait, are they together?
Yeah.
Oh.
They had him captured in the same area. And then they were like, Zeke?
Oh yeah, because she was like, ain't no way, and he was like, yep.
Yeah, because they knew who Zeke was. And they were like, Zeke was behind this? Like, what?
Mm-hmm. But it's all behind a master plan.
That was all part of the plan.
Then they get back home, and Zeke and Aaron are immediately separated.
Yeah. Aaron gets incarcerated pretty much, and Zeke, he's not incarcerated, but he's put into the forest with Levi and like 30 other soldiers to watch him to make sure that he's not doing anything.
He's not too good.
Yeah.
We have Gabby and Falco actually locked up too as war, not criminals, like.
Well, kind of, because they killed one of their people. They killed Sasha.
I hate Gabby. Anyway, and
I think we all do.
and they're like, they locked Aaron up because they were like,
know
homie,
why?
you were out of pocket.
Pause, hold on. You know why? Because, not actual pause, but because right before Gabby went into the blimp and shot Sasha, I think it was, I don't know if it's Armin or Connie. They were like all huddled up together, all the three of them.
Uh-huh.
He's like, because the rest of the squad was celebrating of their victory, and then they were all huddled up together. And like I said, I don't remember which one of the two said it. He was like, to be honest, I really just care about you guys.
Oh god, that hurts.
And then Gabby put up it.
That hurts. See, of all people, Sasha, of the trio, Sasha was my favorite.
Really? I didn't get much, because I know you asked me, I don't know if it was on the episode or not, but you asked me, like, oh, what do you think about Sasha? What do you think about Connie? And I was like, I don't really know. I mean,
So, did you have a favorite between the trio?
with Armin, Connie, and Sasha?
Yeah, because we have 3 trios. We have John, Connie, and Sasha. Our other trio is Armin, Mikasa, Aaron, and then we have Levi, Hanj, and the guy I have tattooed, but.
Yeah.
So which one is your favorite from all of them?
Out of all of them, or from the trios?
Like, of the trios.
Out of Connie,
John and Sasha.
John, and Sasha, I would say John.
I did like John for a while.
I really like John. I don't know why.
He's just cool. He's just like, he is the most humanized character.
I think so.
He acts the most like a regular human being.
I don't know. I guess maybe that's why. But I really like John. So in the last season, when he was about to get shot by one of the people from, I don't know who it was.
He was about to get shot.
He was about to get shot. When it like cuts to the scene, I was like, he better not be dead.
No, because I used to love John. I think the reason that Sasha's my favorite is because she died.
Oh.
And it's just the loss, it's the hurt. But John used to be my favorite. You can ask Mike.
And yeah, I really like John. From that trio.
What about the Mikasa, Armin, and Aaron?
Oh, Mikasa easily.
Really?
Mikasa, yeah. Love
She's
her.
a baddie.
She's so badass.
What about Levi, Hanj, and
Levi.
Commander?
Levi.
Levi. Okay. Now here's this one. What about Benadryl, Annie, and Rainer?
I got more lore from Rainer now, and I'm kind of like leaning towards Rainer, but beginning Bertold, I would say Bertold. But then we had when he had that switch up when he was like, oh, I'm not scared anymore. I was like, oof. So from that squad from the beginning, I would easily say Bertold, because I just like how he was low-key like on both sides. He didn't want them to die, I guess. But then at the ending, when he switched up and he was like, actually, I don't know. Okay, you were saying Bertold, Rainer, and who?
Annie.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, Annie pops back up.
Oh, I don't know anything about
Annie does back up.
So Annie's like, whatever. Bertold switched up, but I low-key still like Bertold.
My favorite was Rainer. I like his mental issues. That's toxic.
His mental issues.
That is toxic of me. Because I like the switch up, and you'll see more of it later.
Yeah, because now in season 4, like I told you, I got more backstory on season 4. And low-key, I'm like, I can see Rainer's side.
Like, I see so many layers on his end. Like, he actually cares. Like, you can see it the same way. Everybody tries to foil on Aaron and Gabby, being like, oh, Gabby is Aaron, had Aaron been raised in Merle.
Oh, really?
Everybody tries to say that. Because, like, really, yes, because she was raised to, like, hate the evil people, and her evil people were the Eldians.
Oh, and same thing for Aaron.
But to me, Rainer is more corrupted. Like, Rainer genuinely believed in his cause. He tried his best. He was Falco, maybe, in a way.
Yeah, that's how I mean, we got a lot of backstory for Rainer in season 4. But also, like, I really like Falco right now. I don't have a reason to hate him. I don't know if anything else will come up.
He gets better, too.
Well, I already like Falco. And the fact that he saved Falco and like he still had like a heart to save him, I don't know. That's why I'm like, beginning Bertold, it would have been easy. I would have picked Bertold, but after like he didn't switch up, which also the Connie conversation.
Not gonna lie, why?
From the beginning?
Yeah.
Because like I told you, he was like, he was just following what Rainer would say. He didn't really want to hurt people. In a sense.
But Rainer, honestly, to me, he has more humanity than Benadryl did.
In the beginning?
Well, in the beginning, I can't remember, but...
I was like, in the beginning, he did not.
No, yeah, see, because Rainer, the Rainer I see is the Rainer that was sitting there being like, I'm a scout. Wait, no, I'm a warrior.
Yeah, that's why I'm like...
That's the one that gets me, because Rainer has so many layers, and that's why I like him so much, because really... He was a warrior and he was raised a certain way, but after being with the scouts so long, he was like, actually, I want my friends to live. And then Benadryl was like, you're a warrior, lock in. And then Rainer was like, oh, yeah, sure.
That's why I'm like, I don't know. Between them, I don't know. Like, it would be like beginning Bertold and then ending Rainer.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, no, that's valid. I get your take.
So I guess since we're in the ending, Rainer.
And I mean, Benadryl is no longer alive.
Yeah, he's also like not there anymore.
Okay, so now we have Gabby and Paco. They're in prison, but they find a way out. How did they find a way out? Good question.
Good question, because we don't know.
We don't know.
Right now, we don't know.
I mean, the theme of the podcast is Let's Get Tipsy, so I feel like it should be understood. We're not going to blame it on our lack of attention. Sure.
No. Right. No.
No, so they escape. However, when they escape, they find this girl called Maya.
Maya, which so happens to be, I think it was like an adopted sister of Sasha.
Yeah. You remember on season 3 when Sasha went into her village and was trying to save people?
Mm-hmm.
And then she didn't find nobody, but then she found a little girl and that her mom was getting eaten?
Yeah.
That's the same girl.
What?
Yeah, it's the same girl. That's why she loves Sasha so much.
Oh.
Because then she finds these kids and they're like, oh my god, we're from Marley, like we need help, we don't know what to do. And she's like, I'll bring you to my family. We have this dinner with a Marleyan person. This Marleyan person is called Nicolo. Yeah. Nicolo, we already touched on Nicolo, but
yeah.
We're gonna get on the real grimy part of things in a second. So she takes them back to their family and they're just like vibing. They're just like yapping, having a good family time. Maya's like, I found these kids. They're kind of cool. And I think they gave them fake names.
Oh, did they?
I think they came up with fake names. Essentially, Maya's trying to get them with Nicolo because she knows that Nicolo's Marleyan, so she knows that he might be able to help them.
Yeah, because their whole thing was, I think, trying to get back to Marley.
Yeah. That or like somebody of trust.
Yeah, so that's when Maya was like, oh, I know someone that is from Marley that can help you guys out.
And we're going to see him tonight.
Yeah. So they're like, okay, let's go see him.
And so I guess we're going to run back to the other scenes in a second. But so essentially they come up to dinner and everybody in the family, this is a big family. They have like 6 kids. 7, 9, beats me. They have a lot of kids. Because they're all like victims. They don't have parents. They're all adoptees. Most of them at least. Sasha's parents are adopting these people. And they're having dinner. And at some point Maya is able to get Gabby and Paco with Nicolo. And they're able to yap for a little bit. And then we have Gabby being like, we're from Marley. And Nicolo's like, huh? And Gabby's like, no, yeah, we did it. We need to get away. And he's like, wait, what? And Gabby's like, no, we killed one of those devils. We killed one of those Eldian devils. We did it.
One of the soldiers.
And then we have Nicolo being like, you did what? And Gabby's like, yes, one of the soldiers. She was a girl. It was in the blimp. Like, we killed her and we were successful. And Nicolo was like, oh, you killed a girl on a blimp. You're Malayan.
The same blimp where Aaron was at.
Mm-hmm. And Gabby was like, heck yeah! And
Gabby's just like celebrating.
Yeah. And Nicolo's like, you killed Sasha. And Gabby's like, who? And then Nicolo's realizing that Gabby killed his girlfriend per se.
Yeah.
And he freaks out. He, like, even as Gabby's so excited, he grabs a wine bottle. And he's like, you killed Sasha?
And he goes to throw the bottle at him.
At her.
At her. But then Falco steps in the way to get hit by the bottle. And he gets knocked down. And while he's knocked down, he had some of the wine. Drink some of the wine.
Accidentally.
Accidentally, not on purpose.
It goes into his mouth. And Nicolo still grabs Gabby and takes her back to the family. As poor little Falco. Gone.
God.
He takes Gabby back into the family, and the family, Sasha's family, is like, what's going on? Like, why are you bringing this girl to us? Like, man, she was family. And he's like, Nicolo's like, she killed Sasha. Get revenge. Kill her. Literally. And they're like, man, she's just a little kid. And he's like, she killed Sasha. And the family's still like, she's a child. She's a victim of war. Which, me personally, I don't care. Kill her.
Take revenge.
But maybe I just choose evil. But whatever. Anyway. So, they're like, no, she's a child of war. Poor little Gabby. F Gabby. We hate Gabby. Gabby's not loved in this house. And Gabby is realizing that Eldians have a heart, which I don't. Anyway, but she's like, you guys are gonna let me live? Like, she's realizing that the Eldians are just humans like Marlene's are, because obviously she hates Eldians. I was gonna say Eldians are all human like she is, but we don't like Gabby. So, she's realizing she's like humanizing them. She's realizing that they're not evil, they're just human beings.
As they are.
I mean, yeah. And she's going through that whole conundrum on her own, like realizing that and saying, oh, I mean, they didn't kill me, like, why? And then she's like, oh, it's probably because they're decent human beings. In the meantime, we have Zeke and Levi in the forest.
Yeah. And Zeke had actually been thinking about this plan the whole time.
Oh, man was 3 years ahead.
He was 3 years ahead. Because he planned to put spinal fluid in wine that they were going to be drinking. Like, how ahead are you that you had already thought about this?
He was locked in.
He put spinal fluid into the wine that all the other crew members with Levi that were pretty much not protecting, but kind of like keeping guard of Zeke.
But no, he put spinal fluid into the wine that everyone was drinking for the last 3 years.
Oh, yeah. It just so happened that the people that around him were also drinking it.
It became the most popular wine.
Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, he has these people around him, and then suddenly it becomes a date that him and Aaron agreed that they were gonna meet, and he lets out a scream, and all the crew that were supposed to be protecting, or not protecting, but like securing Zeke, turn into Titans because he put spinal fluid into the wine.
Except for Levi, because Levi is an Ackerman.
Yeah, and so he's pretty much immune to any of the Titans. So everyone in his crew turned into Titans. Zeke is out here thinking like, oh, he's not gonna slay them because
they're his besties. In a way that he's gonna have mental turmoil. Like, he's not gonna kill them. He's gonna go through it. Like, that's 30 Titans versus one person.
But
Levi's built different.
Levi is he is built different. He literally slays all of his crew in literally minutes.
For real.
And he starts chasing after Zeke.
And then Zeke is like, ain't no way, man. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way he just did that. He literally takes down, because Zeke turns into his Beast Titan form, but he literally takes him down. Literally.
Quick AF.
So he puts him in like a wagon or something.
Yeah, with the Thunder Spear, like, with the rope wrapped around his neck. That way if Zeke were to move or make any quick moves, he would blow up.
Yeah.
However, Zeke is like, actually, I mean, imagine if you were like going against a bomb versus Levi. What are you choosing?
Right.
Like,
because Levi has proven that you're not taking him down.
Put 30 Titans in front of him and he's gonna get through them. So homie chose the bomb.
Yeah.
Homie just like rang his neck and all of a sudden he blew up. He blew himself up. He blew up Levi, and then he blew up the fucking horse that was taking them to a certain place.
And we get a glimpse of so
Levi's dead.
Levi is dead. And Zeke is like in the forest still, like literally like his torso and left. And since all the other crew members had turned into Titans, we get a glimpse of a Titan putting him into his stomach.
Ew.
Like, not eating him. He opens up his stomach.
Like, cuts his own stomach up.
Yeah, and literally stores Zeke's body. Well, torso in him.
Which gross.
Yeah. And then meanwhile, while this is going on, Aaron breaks free from the prison cell that he's at.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So he breaks free. So, oh my god, Zachary. Zachariah, or whatever his name is. Okay, so we have Zachariah or Zachary, beats me. I'm gonna call him Zachary, but it could be either or. He's like the highest military official. And he's the one harping on the most, like saying to everybody that someone should eat Aaron because Aaron cannot be trusted as the founding titan anymore.
Yeah, so he's looking for someone else to inherit that attack titan.
And the Jaegers, which are Yelena and Yakupon, etc., everyone that believes in Aaron's vision, which Aaron's vision is to like do the whole cut off the whole alien people. I mean, I want to call it the elimination, but it just prevent them from having kids.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
But really, they're just believing that Aaron is the strongest person and they should just all follow him. So yeah, they're all blindly following Aaron. However, in the meantime, they're taking over the military. Like, they're doing it coup d'etat. They're taking over the military. They're taking over the military police. Even, because they revealed that the whole wine that everyone's been drinking for like 3 years now has been infiltrated by spinal fluid.
Yeah.
So now everyone's in danger. So the military police has no choice but to listen to the Jaegers. Because if they don't listen to the Jaegers, then all it takes is one Zeke scream to turn everyone to mindless titans.
Yeah.
Thing is, they kill Zachary. Yeah. Zachariah beats me.
They take him out because they realize that he wants to get rid of Aaron's power to someone else. And they were like, no, we're Jaegerists. We're not allowing that.
And once Zachariah dies, then they're fully in power.
Yeah. And
that's when Aaron gets out.
Flock interrogates...
Red hair, stupid MF.
He interrogates the Hanj squad, which is Connie, Hanj, and
not
John.
Sasha because she's dead.
Yeah, Sasha's dead. John and Nicolo. And he's like, you're gonna tell me where Zeke is at.
Mm-hmm. And they hold Hanj at gunpoint.
They literally hold her at gunpoint to tell them where Zeke is at.
See, and in the meantime, also, the whole Gabby, Falco, and Brow's family debacle, Armin and Mikasa show up and they're like, actually, we're gonna de-escalate this. So they take away Gabby. I think they take away Falco. I don't know, maybe he's dying. Who knows? But they're interrogating Gabby, and Gabby's like, oh, you devils, da-da-da-da. And Armin and Mikasa are like, bro, can you calm down for 2 seconds, please? Like, we're trying here. But then Aaron shows up out of nowhere. And then Aaron shows up and he's like, what y'all doing? And they're like, we're interrogating her. What are you doing? You're supposed to be incarcerated.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm out. But you guys all suck.
No, I'm out.
And they're like, what? And he's like, Mikasa, you only follow me. You're only my friend because you're an Ackerman. You're supposed to follow the founder.
I know that hurt.
I don't like you. I don't care about you, Armin. You're useless. Like, you have nothing to you.
Damn.
You're just insecure, basically.
I know that. That hurt.
And he was keeping on yapping, like, being all insulting me. Like, you guys suck.
Which I think that he was just trying to get a reaction out of them.
I'm not gonna make any comments here.
Okay.
You're gonna see in the future. But he was like, y'all suck. Mikasa, I hate you. And when he says that, Armin takes a punch at Aaron. And Aaron fights back. And he beats the living crap out of Armin.
Poor Armin.
He was just trying to protect his friend, but whatever.
Mikasa's so badass, like, it makes sense.
So they're both really hurt.
Yeah, I mean, after those comments, I think I wouldn't walk away normal after that.
And Aaron then, like, goes about his merry way and he finds Gabby. And Gabby's like, no. Aaron is trying to deter Gabby away from Marley. He's trying to tell her that they all the way or whatever. But then Peek shows up. Peak shows up.
Yeah.
And she kills one of the alien soldiers.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I strayed away from the Marlene army. Like, you're right. Like, LDM for the win.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. And she's like, here, I can point you out the turrets. I can point you out the soldiers.
I can show you where they're hiding at, yeah.
So she's like, let's go to the rooftop. Totally not for any other plans.
She's like, I show you where they're at.
So he's like, he has no reason to not believe him. At this point, Aaron is winning. The Jaegers done won. Like, the military police is gone. Han's just trying to find Levi. Like, Aaron is like, alright, let's see where this is going. So she takes him to the roof. And she's like, I think they're out there. And that's when I think Aaron starts getting sketched out. He's like, are they really for real?
Yeah.
And Peak is like, no, yeah, they are. Come 2 inches to the left, and you'll see.
Stand right here.
And cut to the scene where the Jaw Titan zooms up and tries to eat Aaron.
Which they even mention it on the recap. If he would have ate Aaron, that would have been it. The Marleyan would have won. But luckily, he only eats Aaron's feet.
Luckily, he only eats Aaron's feet.
Which is a cut, so it allows Aaron to turn into a Titan.
Heck yeah. He turns into the Titan, which is basically the end of part 1.
Yeah.
But Priscilla has something to say.
What is it? Tell me.
Okay, so Fernando, he came back to frame. No, but in the meantime, Paco had ingested some wine.
Oh, true.
And I think we're gonna yap more about this in the next episode. Hopefully,
Part 2 of season 4.
So, Paco, in the meantime, he finds his own brother, and his brother, by the way, is aligned to be the Beast Titan next.
Yeah.
And he finds his brother, and he's like, hey man, I drink the wine. And they all kind of know Zeke's plan to scream out and turn everyone into mindless Titans. Everyone, I mean our favorite characters. Everyone.
Literally.
I'm talking John. I'm talking Connie.
John.
I'm talking our besties. So his older brother, runs back to Zeke with Paco in hand. He's like, hey man, do not scream out. He
drank some of the wine.
Please don't, please. And Zeke is like, darn. Has to happen, I guess. And then he screams.
No, Falco.
Guys, we tried our best for this episode. It might have not been us fully locked in.
It might have not been.
It was a long weekend.
It was. But let me tell you what was longer, the season 4.
Season 4 was longer. You can follow us on our personals at
Fernando M643 and
Lovely Priscilla 2 Wives.
And also make sure to follow our podcast. We have social media everywhere. We have Instagram and TikTok at Let's Get Tipsy Podcast. And
Let's Get Tipsy Pod.
On Twitter and YouTube.
And you can subscribe down below because the links will all be down there.
There are always links somewhere around, whether you're listening, whether you're watching, whether this is just a clip that you just saw. It's somewhere. We're having so much fun with this.
We're getting better.
We're getting better. So, yeah.
And we're becoming better friends.
So
the flow is a lot better.
Yeah, that's true.
See y'all later. Subscribe,
See y'all later. Make sure you like and subscribe. Bye.
Adios.
Adios.
Oh, drink safely.
Drink safely.